Hey, it's the Chief Bonding with Board Games and RPGs, and we're looking at Chris McDowall's Electric Bastionland, Deeper Into the Odd. So, Deeper Into the Odd, what is that? Well, you have Into the Odd Remastered. This was from the Free League Workshop. I've already done here's my character sheet. I've already done an unboxing or riffle through of this book. And I picked up the larger Electric Bastionland. Badtionland is the city based on the play of this. But there's currently a Mythic Badtionland, a book that I believe will be this size, on Kickstarter right now as of early November, and it's still got a long time to run, so you can go take a look at it. Because of that, I wanted to go in and show you how nice this book is with the included ribbon that's attached. You can see how thick it is. You can see that it's larger. This is more like that digest version, although it's also nice and kind of chunky. But we're going to flip through it real quick so you can see some of the art style that I think you'll be given a privilege to enjoy with Mythic. What's very, very nice about this whole system from Chris McDowall is it is fairly light, and it's designed for you to take the ideas and the rules of the book and to make it your own. And what you will get is your character development and a little bit of the stylistic nature of, in this case, Electric Bastionland. In the new one, Mythic, it's going to be about knights and hex crawling. This is a lot more about the city of Electric Bastionland. Imagine like pre-industrial, but getting electric light. And then there is the underground, which could be like normal dungeon dwelling, even delving going on. Very simple system where even here you simply have strength, dexterity, and charisma, which is same for Into the Odd. Again, everything is very rules light, and you're designed to take Badtionland and make it a city that is real to you. But that being said, you have tons of things going on as far as how you're going to play the game with great explanations, examples of play, so you can see what Christopher McDowall was thinking when he designed the game. Very good for getting that across, especially if folks are new to role-playing games. Now, I'm not going to flip through every page, but what you just saw was failed careers. You can see we've got the equipment, the character development, and then you get into failed careers. And failed careers are a huge part of this book, which you can see based on the break where you can see these dark lines. I think it's right into this area. There's 100 of them. X censor, and then we would get into the conductor's guide. The conductor is the GM or the referee or the dungeon master. But you can see the bulk of this book are all these careers, and you're going to say, what are these failed careers? The idea is you can pick or you can just roll randomly, but you will get a career that you failed at. Your character that you're playing failed at a career, and he or she even has a debt. And then the group that you're with, the youngest person in the group, whatever their debt is, 10,000 pounds, you have to pay off. So you're out doing things to pay off said debt. But the failed careers are quite interesting. So gutter minder. And then the gutter minder will tell you what you're going to get. It'll tell you what happened to you. This will be all the careers. And then what are you hiding under your rags? It'll give you these sparks. The equipment you have will lead you to do interesting things. Into the Odd had a very similar system, a little more stripped down, where you were just randomly rolled and you got items. And to give an example is you might have like a 6-shot revolver and manacles. And a player at the table may decide, oh, I'm a bounty hunter. And that's great. And they would build their whole character around that. But Chris gives an example, I believe, I may be paraphrasing here, that he was teaching this and he had a bounty hunter, and then he taught a whole other group, and that player said, I'm an escaped runaway slave. And they played it from a whole different perspective with the exact same item. So you'll get items from your failed career that will lead you or spark you into some different role-playing type aspects. A curiosity compiler. And you can see an entire life spent looking at dusty things and squinting at books. It's time to get out there for yourself. And then you get sample names. If you are the youngest player, it'll tell you the whole group is 10,000 pounds in debt. And then again, what you're going to get, what do you know everything about? So you can see there's these little shifts. And what's your prized oddity? So let's check one more, and then we're going to roll into something a little deeper. Trench conscript. So again, you survived a trench battle with little to write home about, except for the one thing you found in a strange tunnel. So that's totally up to you. What is this strange thing? Sample names, again, the debt. We come again that you have a trench gun, D8 bulky, very short range, shovel, pack of gum, and oxtail. Okay. Then again, what was your role in your unit? What did you find in that tunnel? So, and we're going to jump ahead, and you'll see 40B is expelled lamplighter, or that means there's a 40A, revolutionary duelist. And I believe the A and the B was a stretch goal, if I remember right. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where the extra failed career came from. But again, you'll get the same setup, and it's a very nice thing. So, sorry about the glare. You'll get this 2-page setup, and it's lavish. I mean, you got a whole page for this information, which is some loose kind of almost abstracted art, and then this base to go with. And then that's it for the expelled lamplighter. But you've got a life servant. And again, same setup, interesting art. Park steward. Once again, you're sitting here with this kind of sword and a situation and a park steward. One more, and then we're going to head to the referee's tips. Whoops, too far. Inseparable twins. So are they literally conjoined? I don't know, just glancing. It looks like it. All right, let me move to the next section. So we're on the conductor's guide, and right off the bat, you can see no two visions of Bastionland are quite the same. And I'm playing through Into the Odd on my solo gaming on my channel, and already I'm in Badtionland, and it's a very unique place that I'm in. I won't go into all that detail, but it's there to make it your own, that industrialized setting. And you get tons of nice tips in this game, and I'm sure in the future Mythic Bastionland you'll get the same, how to prepare the game. So it walks you through example treasures, continued random game inspiration, little spark tables that you can use, seasoning your ideas, collecting oddities, how you're going to conduct the game, luck tables, and then I'm going to move through a couple more of these because you're getting the idea. So here we're getting just understanding it, the principles, everything is here. Everything is complicated, and everything is shared. And McDowall will do a lot of things in threes like this. It's almost like beats that are coming out. So again, a shared city, everything you find and everything you want is tied to some person in some way. Everyone is here, people, mockeries, aliens, and machines, and nobody knows who's in charge. And you'll get a lot of just little guides like this. So there is no, so mapping Bastionland, there's no map in here. Deep country is the area outside of town, and the further you go, it's almost like going back in time. So you're moving out into the wilds, but it's also got spark tables that will help you through this. And again, you got like the rules of threes that are over on the side. How you would map it. There's deep water, which is oceans that would surround the area. And I believe there's the underground, like I referenced already, if I can find it. There we go. The underground. Again, you can see this nice art, which is almost like delving, but also think like subway tunnels and things of that nature. And it's set up in the same way with the rules of 3, spark tables, and just little guidelines that help you through understanding what you can do. Not necessarily what Chris did, although that's all kinds of information here, but it's also what you can do. The freedom and the chaos of what Bastionland is. Inhabitants of Bastionland. Aliens, yeah, this is worth talking about. So mockeries, think Muppets. These are like living Muppets that are moving around. You have regular people, think 1920s kind of flappers is what I think of. Machines, aliens that pop in from space. So you've got this really weird world, and you can pick and choose or focus or not. Monstrosities. All right, and then we will move to just, again, people are everything. 34 good traps. These are all just why a conductor. This is why you picked that rather than Dungeon Master. Being a game designer, and you just get tons and tons of great information on how to DM or how to GM or referee or whatever you want to call it. And this is like a master's class. A lot of great information and a lot of fun. But you get a good feel for the black and white and what's going on, and then an example of a burrow, Amberwood. And it'll walk you through landmarks, routes. And then we will move to the very back page, which is used and the last word, and a very cool art, and the back of the book. And again, a very nice ribbon to help you keep your place, and you can see the thickness. So very pleased with this book. I haven't dove as deep into Electric Bastionland as I've been just spending with Into the Odd. But after I started to play this, I had to have this, and I will back. This is not a paid thing or anything with Bastionland. I will back Mythic Bastionland. I actually love hex crawling, and that's what's in the next book, which is up on Kickstarter now. But there you go, Electric Bastionland. Woo, Chris McDowall.